The Buddha says the reason being that people who have done dana in previous lives, especially dana, generosity, with lots of expectations, end up having those things in another life, but not feeling to enjoy them. Very interesting. That means before you talk about how to avoid these things, think about whether you have been able to properly, happily enjoy this life. Second layer is a little bit, I would say, a daunting level. It's not challenging to many. It's challenging whether you don't want to go there. It's called kilesa karma. When you objectify your karmas at the vattu karma level, it is, if you don't know how to manage those karmas, you will end up with kilesa karma. That means it can go to the level of defilement. We call it a kilesa. Greed. Now say for instance, you like a certain food, but can you experience that certain food without creating a greed for that particular food? Then you are only having vattu karma, you are living in that experience. But most people, they go through the vattu karma and they end up with the kilesa karma. Then they are only going to that restaurant after that food only. So they have, that is what is happening to many of normal people. So something to think about at that point. This is the interesting way that we are entering into our discussion. Being able to enjoy sensual pleasures is indeed a blessing. Nobody will talk this way. Why is it? People think this is anti-Buddhist, but this is what the Buddha said. Okay, now I'm going to show you where Buddha said this. In one of the suttas called Anguttara Nikaya's 9.20 Velava Sutta, Buddha says, some people cannot enjoy karmas due to a past akusala karma, unwholesome karma they did. You can see, however, due to certain akusala karma, the mind of some people may not naturally incline toward the enjoyment of food, clothing, vehicles, and other 6 refined forms of sensual pleasures. Pali word, na ularesu, means massive, panchasu kama gunesu bhogaya chittanga namati. When you have done akusala karmas, although you have lots of sights, sounds, good smell, tasty food, cozy, comfortable places to stay, maybe things, good thought, you are not feeling to enjoy them. It's an akusala karma you did in a past life. Very interesting. That means before you talk about how to avoid these things, think about whether you have been able to properly, happily enjoy this life in this way. The Buddha says the reason being that people who have done dana in previous lives, especially dana, generosity, with lots of expectations, end up having those things in another life, but not feeling to enjoy them. Now, how many people we have seen in our lives, they have a couple of cars, but they always choose the very, very old one. And when we ask them, no, it's antique car, you can't find this car on the road. I like to use this car, 70s, 60s car. And they have a couple houses, but this person always feels staying in a very dilapidated house. When you go to their house, there are lots of food inside 2 fridges, but they feel they want to eat it after they expire. The food are expired. I want to eat some yogurt, but it was expired 2 days ago, but I want to eat it now. I don't want to throw it. They don't feel enjoying it. Past bad karma. That means even you are not a rich person, but you feel that you enjoy well with whatever you have. It's a good karma which we did in a past life. It's a blessing. There are rich people who have everything who enjoy too. I mean, some of them I'm talking about. I'm not putting them in the same place. So being able to enjoy. Now, you can also see different other things. I remember when I was in a place, somebody was sharing something interesting. There were two rooms in one place, one building. One room is the master bedroom, and that master bedroom is not having a good view. I mean, when you see from outside, the only benefit that the master bedroom gets is the afternoon sun. It's not a good experience. It's getting so heated, that master bedroom. The other room has a nice view and also seeing a nice horse living somewhere nearby. And then the person told, only beautiful people see beautiful things. Why is it? That means we should have done some good karma. Buddha said that in a sutta. What was the sutta where Buddha said that you must have done good karmas to become blissful, to become happy in this life? Pubbe cha kata punyata. Huh? Where did he say that? In the? Where did he say that? Pubbe cha kata punyata. Asevana cha balanam panditanam cha sevana puja cha pujaniyanam etam mangalam uttamam patirupadesa vasocha pubbe cha kata punyata. Living in a suitable place where you have access to Dhamma, and then having done past good karmas so that you can enjoy your life. It's a good karma. It's a blessing. So I relate that to this point. So that means being able to enjoy. Don't think about addiction, infatuation, that part. That is a different level of this Dhamma talk, this topic. Initially, being able to enjoy what you have in your life is a blessing. So in order to enjoy that, you have to be able to experience unobstructed senses. Suppose you have a problem with regard to your life, your eyesight is not good, your hearing is not good, you are not able to smell very well, you don't feel taste. Maybe you can feel, you can taste, but you cannot take that food. You have a problem with your digestion. You want to eat it. You very much like it, but you cannot eat it. How many times that people are experiencing these things, right? How many dying people in their last bed, they want to eat something. They can't even ultimately eat a yogurt. Cannot eat. Everything is blocked within the body. Most people die without having some good food, but we are rich people, everything is there, but cannot eat. And family members are suffering a lot. Why this is happening to our grandmother, grandfather, our parents, our children, spouses, right? So all these are blessings. But there is a problem. The problem is, how do we know that fine line? How do we know that perfect level where we have to be careful about our karmas? So first of all, I wanted to say I actually created some questions with regard to this talk. The first question I made was, we have to understand sensual pleasure. How does Buddhism define sensual pleasure? And what role does it play in the broader context of our experience? Actually, sensual pleasure is common to all the sentient beings. What do you think? Are there any beings who don't have sensual pleasure? Sentient beings? There are some anagami, brahmas. Yeah, they have no sensual pleasures. They don't want. Yeah, so they have already limited that part and then become reborn in the Brahma worlds. But because they are already reborn in the Brahma world, it's okay for them. But humans, they are not like that. They have to manage. In Buddhism, sensual pleasure is often understood as the enjoyment derived from six senses. I said sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, thought. There's a typo here, TH or UGST. And they encompass everything from physical sensations to emotional experiences. Now, not even the physical, it will later end up with. Where's the problem? Greed.